everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by if you're new. My channel is called Ink Stitch and my name is Inga. Here I talk everything cross stitch, a few life updates, what's going on, you know, I started studying and that kind of thing, but mainly talk about cross stitch. I don't really do any other crafts because of time restrictions, so this is what we will be discussing on this channel. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new, please press subscribe button and the bell button to be notified about my videos. Also press the like button, that helps everybody else to find my videos a bit quicker and easier on YouTube search. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much again. I really appreciate you coming back. I love all of you. I love talking to you. I talk to you a lot on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'm in Ink Stitch there as well. We talk a lot over private messages, over stories. I post a lot of stories. I don't post a lot of actual posts, but I always post stories. So if you want to see my progress as and when, just plug in there. And we'll get started. So this month in January, I have 6 whips. Now, one of those whips is a new start and a finish. So yeah, I've tried to concentrate on my full coverage pieces this month. I just want to make quite a bit of progress at the beginning of the year. I've also decided to count stitches because I can do that easier now that I've got Pattern Keeper. I also use Saga, which is another sort of similar program to Pattern Keeper. Just out of interest. I know it's not going to be very accurate numbers, mainly because at the moment I'm off work, I'm on furlough, so I have plenty of time, but at the same time I have started my master's degree, so my time is sort of divided. So it's not very accurate, but it's just out of interest. So let's get into it. The first whip is my Dimensions Garden fan. I have done 1,384 stitches. Some of them are full stitches, some are half stitches, but let's see if I can show you better. I'm in a new place today, well, in a new location within the flat, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. And as always, I will try to show you where I was the last time, if my IT skills work. So here we are. So since the last time, what I have done, I have added all of this blue, which are half stitches. I have added all of this green here on the side. I have also done all of this green here. I've also worked on this black over here and reds just here on the side, sort of browns, reds. So it's not a bad progress. I'm at 14 something percent, I think. So it's getting there quite quickly. It's very easy to stitch on this. It's so easy because it's sort of block stitching. So most colours are in blocks, so it's quite easy to do. So that's one of my whips. This was my birthday start in 2020. I started it on 11th of May, which is my birthday. The next whip I have is my Star Wars piece. Now this is a pattern from Etsy. Now if you've been following me for a little while, I started this as a piece for my ex-boyfriend, then we broke up. I'm still doing it because I've started watching Star Wars, so I love it. I was never a fan, but now I adore it. Now I stitched this with the paper chart before I had Pattern Keeper. Now I have the Pattern Keeper. So before I had it, I would do, this was so slow going because it's so confetti heavy. It's whites on whites, creams on whites. So it would take me about an hour to do one square of 10 stitches, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's not even full stitches, so it should take me half the time, but because it was so confetti heavy, it was very difficult. Now finally I have managed to upload it to the Pattern Keeper. Yes, I had to do quite a bit of work. I had to input all the colours manually. It didn't understand it, but now I can whip out 450 stitches in an hour, like 4 times more than I could before. So it's flying right now. It's absolutely flying. Here we are right now. let's see if I can show you this a little better. I'm gonna try to lift this up. Here we are. So the last time I had sort of 2 squares done here. There's still some stitches missing here. So I had these 2 blocks here done, and all of this wasn't done. So I have done all of this, and with the pattern keeper, hallelujah, I have managed to do all of this. So very, very pleased with it. This is my baby Yoda. It's not a baby, I wish it was. But it's beautiful. I love it. It's beautiful pattern. Here we are. A bit of an up close for you. As you can see, there's some stitches missing over here still. But it's beautiful. Do you ever look at it and think, oh, I missed some stitches? And now I'm looking at it, I can see I've missed a couple of stitches, guys. Oh no. Oh well. I will get them filled in the next time. Oh, at least now I know that I have missed some stitches. So this was 2010 stitches, which was better than what I thought. My goal was 1000, so that's awesome. My next whip is my African Sunset by Anchor. Now, this is in a Q-snap, so I can't technically show you everything I've stitched on it. I might insert a photo because I took a photo of the other part, but I have done, so my goal is 3,000 stitches a month to get this done in 2021. Now, because I didn't stitch in December, which I should have stitched 3,000 stitches, but I didn't. I just had the whole month off stitching. I wanted to make that up. So I wanted to do at least 6,000, 3,000 for January and 3,000 for December. I have stitched 6,935 stitches on this in January 2021. So I have stitched all of this, the whole thing, plus I have worked on the elephant that's underneath, but I don't want to do the Q-snap, so I'm going to insert the photo here, and this shows how much I have done. So I'll try to kind of point at what I've done. I'm very proud and very pleased. So this is going to be my whip that I'll be working for the next couple of weeks again now in February, because this is my focus piece and I want to sort of get it finished if I can this year. Now the next couple of whips, they're both new starts. I'm not sure if I'll be able to see, I've not written down when I've started it, but I'll see if I can remember. I think I can remember. So the first whip that I have, I'm going to show you the pattern on my tablet. Sorry for this, guys. It is what it is, right? So I have realized only after purchasing this pattern that there's a sale going on right now between a couple of different stitches. So this is the pattern. It's called the Bouquets by Galliana Cross Stitch. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful, and this is a sale right now. I can't remember the hashtag for the sale, so I'll probably just insert like a little hashtag at the bottom of this video if I can. So I had a bit of a difficult time picking the fabric. So I had 2 fabrics picked out. One was bright red and the other one was sort of like blue galaxy, deep dark galaxy, opalescent linen. Now I've posted this on my Instagram asking you to vote which fabric to use. Now this is another reason to follow me on Instagram. I ask you for a lot of advice. So everybody picked the galaxy one, and I absolutely understand. I loved it. I thought it would work very well. However, I realized I made a boo-boo and because the fabric was 28 count linen, it was too small. I didn't realize how huge this piece is going to be, so the fabric was too small. Then I decided I'm going to give it a go, and I'll do one thread over one rather than over two strands of fabric like you would normally do on a 28 count. But it just looked awful. It looked so bad, because the point of this is to see the stitches. Really, it's not the point of, it's not a full coverage. So I ended up taking those stitches out of the Galaxy fabric from Picture This Plus, I think, and I went with the red one that I originally picked out as well, and I'm so happy with it. It looks stunning. Now this fabric, this is 32 count linen. It's from XG Designs from Etsy, and I'm doing this in silks. Now this is Mrs. Sada's on Etsy hank of silk called Popcorn. And this is where I am. It looks so good on this red. Let me see if I can show you better. I have so much stuff, guys, over here. It's not an easy task. Right, let's give it a go again. Ta-da! How cool is this? It just looks stunning. Now, my next dilemma is whether, this is only a top bit, I have like a long way to go. My dilemma is whether I should do the frame in this popcorn silk, and then do the books in like a different, I really want to do books in this like bluey, greeny, light blue colour. Find some silks for that. Or I should do everything monochrome in this popcorn silks. What do you think? Leave me a comment. I really want to know your opinion. I'm definitely doing the entire bookcase in this colour, but I'm not sure what to do with the contents of the bookcase. But I do love it. It looks so good. It just looks so good, guys. Look at it. And then up close. I just think it really pops on this red colour. And it's quite a big piece, and it will go down to quite far down, really. Which, as I say, I didn't realise that it was going to be such a big pattern. And I have stitched, I have stitched 1030 stitches on this. And I believe I've started this on the 26th of January. And I stitched on this like 3-4 days, I think. So that's that. Let me see if I can show you the actual silk used. So I've just plopped it in this bag. So it's not great. But this is the silk. Beautiful colours. What I've done, I really have no rhyme or method to this. What I did was I just bobbinated some of it, do it that way, and then bobbinate a bit more once I'm finished with that. So that's one of the whips. Now I started, as I say, there is a sale, so I'll post a hashtag on this video so you could see and follow us on Instagram. But I've also started this as a starting piece for my master's degree because I started in January, and I just thought that was quite, it fits quite well. And my final whip and a new start is Batty for You by the Witchy Stitcher from Etsy. Now I've started this on the 30th of January and finished it on the 31st of January, and this was 2005 full stitches. He is absolutely gorgeous. Now I will insert the original pattern. So in the original pattern, there's some wording and there's a heart here, some hearts here, some hearts here, and it says Batty for You, which is gorgeous. But as I've mentioned in my Instagram, I'm not Batty for anybody right now, and I really want to finish this into a heart-shaped ornament. I think that'll be so cool with maybe red and black lace around it. I think that'll be very cool. I love this. This is, I've said this on my Instagram stories, this is probably my top 3 all-time finishes. I just love this. Now, I did have a bit of a boo-boo, so I've almost stitched this twice. So technically I've started this on something like 28th rather than 30th. So I've stitched on 28th and 29th, the first bat, and I had all of the black done. But what I'd realised, which was about, it was 1,500 stitches, no, a bit less, 1,000, that can't be, maybe 1,200 stitches. Now, the problem was that I made, in the first bat, not in this one, I made a mistake somewhere here in the cheek. So it had 2 rows here and it had 3 over here, and that messed up my eyes. So I had to make the eyes smaller, I had to make the nose smaller, I had to fudge this, and I just couldn't, it was bothering me so much, and I didn't want to frog it because it was just too much to frog. So I just redid it, restitched it. I love him. So I forgot to let you know about my other whip, which is Love is in the Air by Josephine Wall from Hade. I have stitched 1,611 10 stitches. So what I have done, I have filled in some of the missing stitches over here. I still have some to do just around here, but I had enough of those kind of confetti stitching. I did about 330 stitches in confetti stitches. But what I have started doing, I want to get rid of all of these parked threads and do one colour at a time to make it easier with confetti stitching. So the little bits that I have done here, I've just continued them all the way here, here, around here, and all of the way here, just to make it easier. And then I have done all of this blue over here. I love this whip. I do want to do at least 3 pages in 2021, so we'll see if I can get there. So that's my last whip. So in the month of January 2021, I have stitched in total almost 15,000 stitches. I have stitched 14,965 stitches, which is quite a lot, I think. What do you think? Do you think so? I think so. I do have some purchases, so we'll go into the haul bit now. So I have purchased a pattern, obviously. Where's my tablet? Here we go. I have purchased a pattern on Etsy and I kitted it up. Now this is for somebody. It will probably take me 50,000 years to do, but you know, it's still something. So the person I'm doing this for is into rap music and he's obsessed with music. He has so much knowledge. He knows everything about lyrics and different chords, and it's taken from this song, this song. He knows all the history and he watches all the documentary. He's just obsessed with it. So what I got was this. Oh no, oh no, where is it? So here we are. This is what I got. It's 2-pack, and that's the shop. I love this. Now this shop, they have a few other patterns that are similar. Let me show you. Let me show you. So if you're interested, this is quite a nice shop to let's have a look. So they've got quite a few famous people. Here we are. So if you're interested in any of these, I just think it's very cool. I really want to do Kurt Cobain, but I'm not sure if I'll be too worked out on this 2-pack by the time I finish. Here we are. A lot of Joker, Axl Rose, that's quite cool. Linkin Park, Chester Bennington. very cool. Harry Potter, very cool. So I've kitted it up. Now it's not small, but it's not huge. And I wanted it to be a substantial gift, if it makes any sense. I'm just trying to find if it says the measurements. Okay, so it's 150 stitches by 180 stitches, 31 colours, so it's not too bad, not too expensive to kit it up. So on 14 count Aida, 28 count even wear your linen, it would be almost 11 inches by almost 13 inches. And I wanted it to be the size, otherwise I thought it would be a bit too small. And normally, you know, guys, I don't particularly like Aida, but I started to love Aida because I've been working on my African sunset so much. And I thought it, you know, normally I would never stitch on 14 count at full coverage. It's just not me. But with this pattern, it's not a detailed heaven and earth designs, or, you know, it's nothing like that. So I thought 14 count will be fine. So I got this. I can't remember the colour. I want to say, is it antique? It's not antique, it's a bit darker. It's like an oatmeal colour. And it's pre-gridded 14 count Aida. So I'll be stitching on this. Oh guys, and I've just realised I forgot to tell you about another whip. I'll probably insert a video right after all of the other whips. So that's the fabric, and then I got all the floss for it. The only issue is in the pattern it doesn't say how many skeins are required, so I sort of had to eyeball it, and sorry about the rattling, and just guess. So yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure when I will be starting this. At some point in time, sooner than later. The person's birthday is in August, end of August, 24th, I think, 25th. So I don't think I can get it finished. So it could be a Christmas gift, or it could be for next year. It doesn't really matter. I don't want to put too much pressure on me. And then I got a few other things. Let's have a look. Okay, so I bought this because I only found out, if you know me, I am Beetlejuice obsessed. Is it my all-time favourite Tim Burton film? One of my all-time favourite Tim Burton films. And look at this awesome cell. I mean, oh, come on. The Etsy shop is called Williness Designs, if you can see that. It's one of the parts. That's another one. Oh, how cool is this? This reminds me of the Chopping Mall by the Witchy Stitcher for some reason. And this is the latest one that got released today. It was released, when was it released? In November, the 23rd of November. And it says 10 mystery rooms. I can't see the actual list of when everything is released, but here we are. So I bought that. I also got this from the Witchy Stitcher along with the Batty for You. So this is another one. I love it. Sorry guys, I can see this, we are 23 minutes already, so I'm trying to get through it. Then I bought this one, and I just placed an order last night for the threads. I'm not sure which fabric I'm going to use, just something from the stash. I got this. Oh, let me just see if I can. Oh no, okay. This, I love it. What I'm gonna do, let's open this up. I have some beautiful silk, hand-dyed silks, variegated ones from Hand Dyed by Rolanda for the purple, so I'm going to use that. I also have the same variegated hand-dyed silks from Rolanda in blue, so I'm going to use that. Then I've ordered tons of black, and I've ordered variegated yellow and variegated green from DMC. Not sure when I'll be starting that either, at some point in time. Then again, I got enabled by somebody on Instagram. I saw them working on this from Batty shop. I've ordered it, but I asked for it to be sent to me as a PDF. I love lavender. My mum used to put little bags of lavender under my pillow when I was little to help me sleep, because I was a very excitable and very full of energy child. I could never calm down, and so my mum used to put that under my pillow. Funny story. I love lavender. I have beautiful memories. And then I bought these last night because I realised I really enjoyed doing this, and this was a 2-day stitch and a finish, and I realised that I need more of those little ones to get me kind of through in between the big pieces. So I've ordered this, which is gorgeous, and I've ordered some threads for it last night. I also got this, again for the same purposes, a little quick stitch. And I've got this one, which was only £2, which is great, and I love it. It's this one. You know me, I love cats. So what else? Then I couldn't help myself. I went to, again, Instagram. I think somebody enabled me. I saw that they were stitching a full coverage piece from Artisy, and I absolutely loved it. It's so me. So I went in and bought it, and because charts can travel alone, nothing in cross stitch can travel alone, I bought more than one, clearly, because that's how we roll, isn't it? Sorry about this, talk between yourselves. I just need to find the pattern on my tablet. Where is it? Where is it? Let's have a look. Do you guys end up singing when you talk? You talk about one thing and end up singing for some strange random reason. I'm trying to see if I can see it, but for some reason I might have to go to the actual pattern keeper to, oh, here it is. So I made a bit of a boo-boo again. I bought this in a mini version and large version. So I bought it in mini version first, but then when it got delivered, I had to look at it, and it was awful quality as a mini, because they show you a preview on Pattern Keeper and on the actual pattern, like a photo of preview, and it was awful quality. So I went back and bought a large one, so I have both. You know, it is what it is, but I absolutely adore this. It's called Broadway from Artisy. Now again, little fact about me, I love musicals, I love West End, and I'm so lucky to live in the UK where I have a couple of hours to get to London and I can watch any West End musical I want to watch. I've seen so many. It's one of my passions, just going to London for a day and going to see a musical. So this is awesome because this is in New York. It has Cats, which I have seen, the actual musical, live West End musical, and obviously the film. Everybody's seen the film, both films. Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera is my all-time favourite musical. I've seen it twice. This was the first West End musical I've ever seen live in the UK, and this was in 2012 on my first day when I flew into the UK. This is a random fact. I went to see Phantom of the Opera, and then I went to see it again 2 years ago for my birthday with my ex-boyfriend. He bought tickets for me as a gift, and he arranged the whole trip. He got, you know, coach tickets and train tickets and whatever, what have you, and we had an amazing day. So I love this, and I would love to stitch this. I don't know when, but there will be a time. Then, because as I've mentioned, one pattern can't travel alone. So I got, let's have a look. Again, I'm struggling finding stuff because there's so much stuff on here. Okay, so I've got this one. I had an eye on this one for a long time and finally I bit the bullet. Solar system, again got this in the regular size. And then I got this regular size. I believe, is this regular size? I think so. It's gorgeous. It's the newest release for January. And then, so Cross Stitch Studio, they have not a sale, but they have a code where you can buy 2 patterns for $22, 3 for $33, 4 for $44. But normally it's about $15 per pattern. So, you know, I had a couple on my wish list and I just had to buy them. So the first one is this one, which is a cropped version, and it's massive already. Like, it's a cropped version, but it's 649 stitches by 649 and 122 colors. Oh no, oh no, here we go. It's gorgeous. I love, love, love this, and I had an eye on this for so long. It's beautiful. Again, I don't know when I'll be stitching that because it's absolutely massive. And then the second one was this one. Here we go. Again, massive. 800. Probably I will never stitch this. 869 by 649. It's bigger than my Haid, which I thought was absolutely ridiculously enormous, ginormous. Here we are. I've got 2 more, guys. 2 more. Let's do this. So patchworkrabbit.co.uk, they have auto ship programs, and I have signed up to the hands-on design scary apothecary. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, I've signed up to this as auto ship, monthly auto ship. So this is the first one that I have received. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I've seen some people stitching them as pillows. I don't want to do that. I might just do as like a little ornament and collect them all and just display them in like October, November time. I'm not sure, but it's gorgeous. It does require classic colorworks, cryonics, but I'll probably just, it has DMC conversion, so I'll probably just do in DMC and I will use cryonic. But yeah, oh, cryonic, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. About cryonic, remember cryonic, might have to write that down because I forget everything. And my last pattern I bought is this one. So I had this on my favorited Etsy items, and then all of a sudden it has disappeared and I couldn't find it. And then I saw somebody stitching, I want to say cross stitch with Luda. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say cross stitch by Luda, with Luda. She started doing this, and I remembered that I had this in my favorites. I went to look for it and it was gone. And then I found this on another shop. I finally found out what it was called because in the original post it didn't say what it was called and blah, 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 blah. But I found it. Now, I need some advice on this, and I will be forever and ever grateful if you can advise me. So, I would love to stitch this, however, look at it. Is this something for display? Like, would I frame this and put this up on the wall? Do you know what I mean? Should I stitch this? I was thinking maybe like napkins and use one line as a border around one napkin, another one around the other one, and gift it to my mum or something. I'm not sure, but then it loses the beauty of like these bits here and these flowers and the roses, and oh, I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. So that was my last purchase. I have a few other things to talk about if you are happy to kind of spend a little bit of time with me. A couple of stitchy chats and a few just random chats. So, crowning, before I forget, I want to do another pattern, like a small, quick start and finish. So I've ordered DMC for it. Now it requires 3 crownicks, and I know that crownick, if you follow Crownick Factory on Facebook, they have announced late last year or early this year that they have taken some crownicks out of production temporarily, the ones that aren't very popular, I think, because of obviously COVID and reduced staffing. But then about a week ago, they posted that they had to close Crownick Factory because a lot of their staff have been diagnosed with COVID, so it would just make sense to close down. And for the life of me, I could not, out of the 3 crownicks, I could not find the 2. One was, I think, number 4 braid, number 4 size, and it was 1:1, I think, and like antique gold, which is the most popular one. And then another one was again gold, but like a lighter gold. For the life of me, could not find anywhere. Lakeside Needlecraft didn't have it in stock. Patchwork Rabbit don't have it. Arts and Designs, nowhere. There was one spool on Amazon, but it was for £8, like 3 times the cost I'd normally pay. And I wasn't sure if that seller is a good seller, if that's a reputable seller, so I didn't want to risk it. So instead I went to 123 Stitch. I placed an order for something I already had in the basket, and I just added those 2 crownicks because they were still in stock. So if you need crownicks for something within the next, I don't know, 6 months, I would buy them now before there's no stock left. So that's crownick talk. Next talk I have is about 28 count stitching. Now I don't know about you guys, but I can never get my stitches very even on 28 count. So this is 28 count, and this is when I started thinking about it. I don't know, what is it now? They never lay down nicely. I'm not happy with them. They don't lay as nicely as they do in a 32, 36, 40 count. I do pull my strands one at a time and put them together and then stitch. I find that makes it a little bit better. I tried laying 2, still nothing. I tried pulling out the needle and then putting the needle back in through the threads rather than keeping them outside with my finger and then putting the needle through. I tried to go straight through the threads. I've read about, you know, so many pieces of advice, and I've tried them, but I'm still not. That's why I don't like 28 count. And I tried, don't buy it 14 or 28 count unless I have to, or it's a grab bag, which this fabric was that, or unless it's a fabric that I really want and they don't have it in any other count and there's only 28 count left, because there's normally 28 count left. Nobody probably buys it. I don't know. But this is on 28 count, and I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm still like, there's certain, you probably can't see it, it's like minute, but anyway, do you have any pieces of advice how to make it look neater? Let me know. Let's have a look. So that's one of the Stitchy talks. My other Stitchy talk is I want to let you all know about this amazing app I found yesterday. And I found this via Instagram. Somebody I follow had posted it. It's an app called Stitch Pal, and I'll try to insert a video of it or a couple of snapshots in here. So this app allows you to track progress. So it's like diary just on the app rather than having like a hard copy, which I love because I can never keep up with my hard copy. I never have that journal with me. I'm somewhere else, I don't have it, or it's in a different room. I can't be bothered to get up, move it, find it. I always want to put it on my phone, and this app allows that. So you can have all of your whips. You can put in when you've started it, the fabric count, you can put the photo of the design and then progress photos. You can add every day. If you press on that whip, then you can add stitching sessions underneath it with the stitch count you've done that day and the progress photo. So to me, that's like a holy grail. I've posted it on Instagram. It's called Stitch Pal. Now, I have to say I've tried it only on my iPhone, so I don't know if it works on Samsungs, on Androids. And so if you know, if you want to let everybody else know, just post that in the comments. Does it work with Android? But it's awesome. And it's free. It's free, guys. So go and get it. What else? Now, non-stitchy talk. Actually, a couple of other things before the non-stitchy talk. I have opened up Buy Me a Coffee link. I just think it's a beautiful idea. It's like a little tip that you leave to creators. The idea behind it is that you donate a little bit of money, buy me a coffee. In reality, I would like to use that money for giveaways, for Flosstube. I would like to use it for, you know, maybe buying a ring light and making this better, but mainly for giveaways, so you can spend some money and give something for you. Now, you know, finances are a little bit tight. I'm on furlough. I'm not working right now. I have to pay for my master's degree because I don't get funding. So I can't, as much as I would love to, I can't do bigger giveaways, which I would love to do. And if you would like to just say thank you for this, yeah, just buy me a coffee. You don't have to do this. I'm not going to mention this every single time, but if that's something you want to, I will leave a link down below. I would very much appreciate it. I've also got some Amazon links down in the description bar of everything I use. So if you're ever wondering where do I get the Q-snaps, because I know there's a Q-snap issue right now. Again, factories are closed, but I do still buy them on Amazon, one specific link. So anything I use, needles, Q-snaps, lights, everything is down in the description bar. Those links are affiliated, but I literally get like 2 pence off of one purchase or something like that. So you don't have to use it. You can just click on it, find it, and if you found the item, you can get out of it. And if you don't want that, then go back into Amazon, not through my link, and still find the item, if that makes sense. But it doesn't cost you anything. Amazon pays me, not you. Anyway, so that's that part. And now on to non-stitchy talk. A little bit random, but back in the day, maybe about 5-6 years ago, I used to have very long hair. My hair used to be up to like here. And I might insert a photo here if I can find it. A couple of photos of me having like really long hair. Then I had like a brain freeze, and I was so fed up with it because it would take me an hour to blow dry it. It would take me like 20 minutes to wash it, and it was awful. And I was dyeing it, and it would take me forever, and it would take me so many, you know, so many boxes to dye it. So I chopped it all off, and my hair has gone to here. Then I grew it back out. This was when I had red hair. I had beautiful, like bright red, like this red. And then I decided to change it into the silver ash grey, and it was beautiful. I dyed it myself, and it came out better than in a salon. Honestly, I'll insert a photo here, maybe if there's something. I don't want to seem vain, it's just a random talk. Anyway, when I dyed it grey, I kept having to bleach my roots, and because I'm normally sort of like a gingery blondish, like, you know, mousy blonde, so I would have to bleach it. And every time, because I didn't use the foil, which I only found out recently from my hairdresser, because I didn't use foil, I just would put some dye here. It overlapped at certain points with my other hair, so when it overlapped, where it overlapped, all of it snapped off. So I would have like a short strand, which I do have here, but I would have a super short strand in one place, and then and it was so obvious. It was like half head like this, half like this. So the best thing my hairdresser could have done was to chop my hair off, and I literally, the hair at my back, it was like a bob. So the hair, right now, I'm going to show you where my hair is right now. So this is where it is right now. And it used to be up to here, like a short bob here, and it went longer. So in 2 years, I've grown it back to this. So my goal is to grow back my hair like really long. So I've been taking these. I don't know if any of you have been. And I feel like my hair is getting thicker. I do have thick hair as is. Like, I don't have that big problem. But recently I started having a problem with my hair like getting really messy. So that's why I have like shorter bits in some places, because I use conditioner, but it would, I think it's because it's winter, it would get into like this messy ball and I would have to get it out. So this, look, this is short when it should have been long, but it's okay, you know, it is what it is. It's still longish everywhere else, so I'm okay with that. And not that we can go to hairdressers anyway. We're on 3rd lockdown here in the UK, just saying, wear your mask. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying these. Do you have any other tips? How to grow your hair? Not quicker, but to grow it. Mine doesn't grow very well. Doesn't grow a lot. It's like grows that much in 2 months or something. So that's the hair growth talk. I'm just ticking them off. I wrote everything down. What else? Studies. I am on week 4 of my master's degree. So I'm doing it part-time because I still have to work full-time to afford everything. So I'm doing masters in marketing, and the first subject that we have until April is consumer behavior, which is my favorite subject, all-time favorite subject. I did study the subject in my bachelor's degree all those years ago, and it was my all-time favorite subject. And if I was ever to pursue any further studying after masters, it would be within consumer behavior. It's so interesting, so interesting. So I'm on week 4. I sort of have a routine now, so I'll do all the compulsory reading and the slides reading and journal reading on Thursday and Friday, and then on Saturday do an assignment. So every week I have an assignment to do and submit it by the end of that week. And then there is an essay of 2,500 words beginning of April. I've not started working on that, but I think I have 10 weeks before it's due to submit. So on week 5, after I'm done with week 5 and I have 5 weeks left, I will start writing the essay. That's the plan. I love it so far. Yes, it's very expensive because I don't get funding, and that was a big huge deal for me, not getting the funding, but it's all sorted for now. What else? Exercising. So, oh my goodness, I have been ill 3 times this year already, and it's only been January. I had 3 rounds of antibiotics, and this past week I've been on my 3rd round of antibiotics. I had a kidney infection. Now, if you ever had kidney infections, you will know it's awful, like kill me now awful. My mum said it's almost as awful as giving birth. That's all I'm gonna say. Or if you had kidney stones, you know the pain. I had so many kidney infections in my lifetime. It's one of those things, once you get one kidney infection, it will keep happening. It's a reoccurring thing, and it's so painful. It's so painful. I've got very high tolerance for pain, but when it comes to kidneys, I'm done. So last week was a bit of a bleh. But I'm feeling so much better right now. Sorry, I had to pause it temporarily. The TV started back up. So that's, yeah, I've not been very well. I couldn't exercise a lot, which is frustrating because I've been trying to exercise, get my weight down. If you're interested, I have lost quite a bit of weight. I haven't gained a lot. I've only gained 2-3 kilos since like November, since I couldn't really exercise. It's raining and we've got lockdowns and closures and gyms don't work and I can't go outside because it's raining, and when I do go outside to run in the rain I get a kidney infection. So but yeah, I haven't gained much, so I'm proud of that, you know. But it's got a big impact on my mental health when I can't go for a run. But it's getting nice outside. We're getting less and less days of it being, you know, full on rain, so I have faith. And I think that is it, my lovely stitches. I don't think I have a lot else to add. I've gone through everything I wanted to go through. One more time, thank you so much for joining me. If you've got any future video suggestions, leave them down below. I'm going to try to do these monthly wrap-ups once a month, but if you've got any videos requests in between, let me know and I'll do them. If you're new, please press the subscribe button, the bell button on the side, and thumbs up, because that helps everybody to find me easier on YouTube search. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. Let's have a chat. Let's talk to each other. You know, right now it's such a difficult time and I love talking to all of you. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.